Om Bhurbhuva Om Jnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksurumilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jatapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatang Vitang Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Purijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitangscha Sri Rama Rama Rameti Manorame Ramo Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varananam Ramadi Murti Shukalatnyamena Tishtan Nanavatar Makaro Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Svayam Bhagavan Paramak Pumanyo Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Nindantam Pulakot Korena Vikasam Nipa Prasunatschavim Prodrikritva Bhujadvayam Hari Hari Itu Chai Vidantam Muhu Nrityantam Drutamasvinir Jara Chai Sinchantam Urvitalam Gayantam Nija Parasadai Parivratam Sri Gaurachandram Nama Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Himavadivyachchavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. So today is the appearance day of Sri Ramachandra. As I quote Brahma Samhita, Ramadi Murti Shukalani Amena Tishtan. Rama Adi. Krishna has so many different avatars and incarnations. Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. But according to his sweet divine will, he is appearing at different times for different purposes. Mainly summarized in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. When religion has become so far removed from the truth through compromise, through adulteration, modification, pollution, that religion itself is the thing which was meant to help the people of this world march out of the material world toward Vaikuntha, when it in of itself has been converted into error or falsity or untruth, saying abhyutanam adharmasya tadat manam srijamyaham. At that time, I descend myself, so one of my avatars, or specifically empower Shaktavesh avatar, who will paritranaya sarunam vinashaya chaduskritam dharma sangsta panartaya sambhavami juge juge. Course correction. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to protect the devotees, to annihilate to the devotees, and to re-establish the true principles of religion, dharma. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in his referencing this in the Bhagavad talk that he gave, alludes to a type of hope that he's saying really continual revelation of the truth is necessary. And we can say generationally so. By parampar jena prakriti, by chitra, by the truth undergoing modification according to the temperament of the receiver, it may gradually be converted into error. Then fresh realization and revelation is necessary, right? In which he himself personified by bringing the Gaudiya line back into its rightful position and purity. But in the pastimes of Ramachandra, which are recorded in the Valmiki Ramayana, like sometimes we'll hear in India the saying, you know, Ram Raj, the kingdom of Ram. Sometimes Prabhupada would quote this saying where they say, the modern people, they want Ram Raja without Ram. Or someone observed that it is said that India is the most religious country in the world, and Sweden was the least. So they said, America is India run by Swedes. So the same thing is there. Want Ram Raja, the kingdom of Ram, where everything shall be perfect, but without Ram. And that's the root cause of the problem. Bayam ditya binibeshitatsya rishadape tasya viparyayo smriti. Misperceived self-interest. The Ramayana is an epic, but in summary form we know, and as given in the two mysterious slokas included in Srimad Bhagavatam, Tyaktva sudushta jasharepsita raja lakshmin dharmista arja vachasad jaragararanyam mayam rigam dvaita ipsitam ambadavad bande mahapurushate charanarvindam. As Leela would have it, on the eve of his coronation to become the king, because of palace intrigue and jealousy instituted by a queen, Ramachandra will not only be not coronated, but will be banished to the forest. Right? And the perfect personality of Ramachandra is such that without complaint, he accepts this and tells Sita and Lakshman to prepare to go in exile into the forest. It's worth noting that in these pastimes, as Krishna appearing as Ramachandra, Balaram as Lakshman, that Balaram, who perhaps the poet Magha describes as Mushalapani, who's carrying the club, and Guru Maharaj says, in a light way, he said, it indicates that like, this is his solution to problems. Not through the exercise of intellect or diplomacy, but he's carrying the club. That's his solution. As he mentions once that Krishna and Uddhava, they're discussing potentially some diplomatic resolution to a situation, and Balaram says, what's all the discussion about? I can handle this matter with my club. Yeah. So, and as Krishna, one name of Krishna is Ramanuja. The Anuja of Rama means the little brother of Balaram. Again, interesting that although Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, the Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarvakarana Karanam, that Krishna, his first other, right, is Baladev. So then you would think, oh, then that would mean by rational analysis, then there's Krishna, and then if Baladev comes afterward, then Krishna, of course, would be the elder and Balaram the younger. Not so, because it's not like that. This is not a mundane sequence. So, although Balaram is the first other than Krishna, in Krishna Leela, he's the elder brother, right, who prepares everything as Ananta Dev for the appearance of Sri Krishna in the womb of Devaki, and by extension, the elder. And that means, just like brothers, there's a certain level of Sakyarasa or friendship, but due to his being the elder brother, there's an element of Vatsalya Rasa, or what's the word to, when you protect someone, someone is under your care, right? He's his protector at Yashoda's behest to look after your little brother. But in Ram Leela, there's a peculiar reversal, whereas Lakshman is the younger brother. And with that, socially speaking and familial sense, that due to that he's the younger brother, he has to be obedient to the elder brother and follow his wishes. So if this were Krishna and Krishna and Balaram, such an insult was directed toward Krishna, then Balaram would solve this matter with his club. But because in Ram Leela he's Lakshman, the younger, when Ramachandra gives this order, Lakshman, prepare, we must go, then although it's heartbreaking, and he would like to make it otherwise, and he's quite capable of making it otherwise, he reluctantly agrees. And then Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they go to the forest. So that is, one of the dharmis, Arja Vachasa Yadagar Aranyam. Aranya means the forest. Had to give up the imperial throne and go to the forest. And then what happens? Mayam Rigam Doitaip Satam Vadavad. His beloved Sita, she is, at one point, Ramachandra and Lakshmana are separated, and Ravan, who has, he's like a demonic wizard, he has certain powers, so he can mimic perfectly the voice of Ramachandra. When Ramachandra left, he told Lakshmana, do not abandon Sita under any circumstances. Stay here and protect her. And then in a pitiful voice, Ravan is mimicking Ramachandra, saying, oh, Lakshman, Lakshman, help me, Lakshman, come and save me, I need your help. And it sounds like Ramachandra. So what does Lakshman do? The so-called Lakshman Rekha. He has this magic line he creates, and tells Sita, do not go outside of this line. As long as you remain within the boundary of this magic circle, you'll be safe. I must go and see to the welfare of Ramachandra. So he leaves, and then what do we hear? How does he seduce Sita? A beautiful little baby fawn, right? The baby deer comes. And Sita says, oh, how cute. Like we see how we respond to cute animals. They're irresistible. We want to hold them, cuddle them, protect them. And the fawn is playfully going in the circle, out of the circle, and lures Sita out of the protective circle, the Lakshman Rekha, and she is kidnapped by the Asura demon Ravan, who's carrying her away to his kingdom in Sri Lanka. Right? So they're devastated. Lakshman, Ramachandra, they've lost their queen, Ramachandra's eternal consort. But they devise a plan to recover her. Hanuman is the avant-garde and the spy who enters Sri Lanka to find Sita. Once when Srila Janardhan Maharaj had just become Srila Bhakti Janardhan Maharaj, given by Guru Maharaj, and then Srila Gurudev invited the two of us to have lunch with him. And while we were taking prasadam, at the end, mangoes were served. It was the height of mango season. And Srila Gurudev, these mangoes were so wonderful. He said, when you have good mangoes, you will forget everything. And then he told the story of Hanuman going to Sri Lanka. Because Ramachandra had Ravan had different programs. One was a stairway to heaven. Another was this heavenly fruit, mangoes. At this point, mangoes were only there. The king of fruits. And so when Hanuman got the charge to go and perform some espionage in Sri Lanka and try and ascertain where Sita was being held in confinement, we hear Hanuman, like the Siddhis, Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Prapti, Kamavashayita, Astasiddhi, 8 different types of mystic power. So Hanuman, he can make himself large, he can make himself miniature, atomic even. See how these things hold fascination to this day in the modern cinematic world. Siddhi, mystic power. So he expands himself, and we're told he's going to jump from the southern tip of India to Sri Lanka. So he could do this in any way, in whatever way he may choose. But what makes the pastimes even sweeter is the Aprakritan nature. The more they reference conventional understanding, like magical realism. Salman Rushdie, One said, for magical realism to work, you got to get the realism right. And then you can have some magical elements. The whole thing can't just be magical, otherwise it's not magical realism, it's fantasy or something else. So you have to get the realism part right. And then the magical thing can happen. So what is the realistic part? Well, if you're going to leap from the southern tip of India to Sri Lanka, then you had best get a running start. So what he's expanded is Mahima, himself into a gigantic form, and his running start is mountain peaks. You understand? So one foot and another, he's using the peaks to get the momentum necessary to complete his leap to India, to Sri Lanka. And after expending all this energy, when he arrives there, he's very exhausted, and he wanders into a mango grove. And remember, this is Leela. So up to this point, he's never experienced mangoes. So he enters the mango grove, and he starts tasting these heavenly fruits with the mango juice and so much energy coming to him. And the mangoes are so wonderful, he forgets why he's there. Hence, Gurudev saying, when you have good mangoes, you'll forget everything. That's the beautiful mind, heart, and soul of Srila Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj. And of course, then Hanuman remembers, enters the Anima Siddhi, which allows him in a very minuscule, minute form to conduct espionage and ascertain the previously undisclosed confinement facilities for Sita Devi. And then returning and informing Ramachandra, Ramachandra notices in their search something that the clever Sita Devi had clues that she'd purposely left when she was being kidnapped by Ravana. While he was transporting her, mystic power through the air, she was dropping an earring, another earring, a bangle, another bangle, nupurs, anklets, to leave a trail that would indicate where she was. So when these things were discovered by Ramachandra, with great excitement and hope, he approached Lakshman and said, Lakshman, look, these are Sita's ornaments. Her earrings, nose ring, earrings, necklace, bracelets, and anklets. And when they were shown to Lakshman, he said, I only recognize the anklets. I've never seen the others. And this, I think if we glorify Lakshman, Ramachandra may be pleased with us. We glorify Hanuman, now Lakshman, that Sita Devi is inconceivably beautiful, right? So she is arguably the most beautiful woman in the universe and beyond that. And repeatedly in her presence, what is the nature of Lakshman? That he's never looked above her ankles. So he recognizes the anklets, but he doesn't recognize bangles, necklace, earrings, nose ring. He's never seen them before. He's never looked above her ankles. How wonderful. And when they decide to go from the southern tip of India to Sri Lanka, and they're going to build a bridge, called Ramachandra with his divine glance enlists the ocean. They were told the heat from the eyes of Ramachandra made the ocean waters boil till the personification of the ocean appeared before him to enlist himself in his service. At that time, when they're building a bridge, again, the mighty Hanuman, from those mountains, he can collect boulders and they're taking Ram Nam, which allows the boulders to achieve flotation. Because at one point, Ramachandra is astonished to see that, and then he wants to try. So he takes a rock and puts it in the water, and it sinks. And they tell Ramachandra, you have to chant Ram Nam. Just to show the superior power of divine sound and the holy name of the Lord, that it's sometimes taken to be even more potent than the Lord himself. So when Hanuman is running frantically back and forth, putting boulders in the water, there are some squirrels. The army of Ramachandra is composed of monkeys, led by Hanuman and others, and bears and other animals, including squirrels, chipmunks. And so with their little paws, they're picking up sand, and they're also throwing in the water, running back and forth and throwing in the water. But as Hanuman's coming with boulders, he has to avoid stepping on the, what should we call them, squirrels or chipmunks? Chipmunks. Let's call them chipmunks. He's a squirrel. Anyway, he's avoiding stepping on them. And it's, how do you say, it's a disturbance. He thinks he could serve more efficiently if they were not there. And whether on purpose or accidentally, he actually kicks one of them and knocks him unconscious. Right. And at which point Ramachandra comes and picks up the squirrel. He's holding the unconscious squirrel in his hand, and he starts petting him like this. Because they say when you see the green stripes on the squirrel, it's from the touch of the divine green hands of Ramachandra. And as Ramachandra is stroking that squirrel, then the squirrel, he's coming back to consciousness, and when he opens his eyes, he sees his worshipable Lord, Ramachandra. How merciful is the Lord. Face to face. And Ramachandra is telling Hanuman, he's saying, Hanuman, you are a super servitor. So you move boulders as your seva. He said, but these little fellows, they're also serving according to their full capacity, which, admit it, is not yours, your super service. But with everything they've got, and with their hearts, and earnestly, they're sacrificing themselves and offering themselves in this service, and they're helping. So recognize them for that. And I thought about this, that when you're making tiles, in between the tiles is the sand, the grout, and you need that for support and structure. So it's not that what they were doing was only symbolic, but it could also actually be helpful and necessary and appropriate. But inevitably, Ramachandra battles with Ravan. We're told that, but many things happen. And again, Hanuman sometimes protecting Ramachandra and Lakshman. Gurudev liked this very much, that Hanuman, again, expanding himself, he could turn his tail, spiral his tail into a fortress that they could live inside. But he was also told not to allow anyone to enter. And again, Ravan and his mystic power and his ability to imitate, and Guru Maharaj used this as an example of the dangers of sahajiyaism or imitationism. So he, who does he become? The father, I think, of Ramachandra, or Vibhishan, one of them. And he's saying, so Hanuman, are Ramachandra and Lakshman safe? Yes, they're under my care, no one shall enter. You know, all right, good. Come in, Lakshman, are they still safe? Everything? Yes, yes, no one. All right. Hanuman, are they still safe? Yes. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Let me see, just to verify. That's how he entered. And when Lakshman was felled by the Shakti weapon of Indrajit, and it appeared to be a practically fatal blow, Ramachandra, wanting to express his heart and his appreciation for Lakshman, said, my dear brother, he said, then in this world, you can go to another country and get a wife. You can get a wife from anywhere and everywhere. You can get a friend from anywhere and everywhere in any country of the world. But there's no country in the world where you can go and get a brother from the same mother. So how dear you are, my brother. And Lakshman responded by saying, no, the brother is the first-class enemy of the brother. Why? Of the elder brother. Why? Because when he's in the womb of the mother, the elder brother can no longer suck the breast milk of the mother. Then, when he comes out, he captures the lap of the mother, and the elder brother is pushed off the lap of the mother. It's now the little brother has the lap. And when he grows up, he asks for his share of the father's property. He said, so you won't find a more first-class enemy than a brother. With this kind of really delightful talk going between them. But at last, Ravan, what does it say in the second canto of the Bhagavatam? That although he was showing much machismo and bravado on the battlefield, it said, but his laughter, along with his life, suddenly ended to the sound of the bowstring of Ramachandra, the personality of Godhead. And when Ravan was dying on the ground, Guru Maharaj is told that Ramachandra told Lakshman to get some advice from him. And everyone's right. Advice from him? Yes, he knows things about life, about the world. Ask him what he's learned, what valuable lesson he can give. And at first, so Lakshman approaches, gets near the face and mouth of Ravan, and Ramachandra says, no, that's not how you receive instruction. You have to go to the feet. So he repositions himself at the feet of Ravana. And what does Ravan say that he's learned? Valuable lesson he'd like to pass on. Subhasha shigram asubha kalohanam. That which is auspicious should be done immediately. And that which is inauspicious, you should delay, delay, delay. And he said, I had some good programs for Lanka. The Stairway to Heaven program, the mango cultivation. And I forgot to mention, when Hanuman was eating those mangoes, he was spitting the seeds back to India. And to this day, we're all relishing those prasadi of Hanuman. So he said, I had all these good programs for the citizens of Sri Lanka, and I abandoned them for something I was warned was supremely inauspicious. To kidnap the consort of Ramachandra, to kidnap Sita. Everyone told me not to do this. I myself knew it wasn't a good idea, and that would end in disaster. Yet still, I went ahead. Right? What does the Gita say? What is it, Arjuna? What is it that impels us to act sinfully, even against our better angels' advice? Right? Kama esha, krodha esha, rajaguna. It is lust and vidyanami havayarina is the sinful and devouring enemy of this world. We told the other day, what's the real problem? Hridrogam, right? Heart disease. So he said, so that which was auspicious, those programs, I abandoned, and that which is inauspicious, I dove into it head first, without delay. So, subhasha shigram, that which is auspicious, do immediately, and asubha kalohanam, then what is inauspicious, you should delay, delay, delay. Right. So, then, when we're reading the pages of the Ramayana, we're thinking, oh, now the happy ending, that the recovery of Sita, and Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, they will all return triumphantly to Ayodhya and live happily ever after. I think, oh, wonderful. Such a wonderful story. So beautiful. But while sometimes touring the kingdom of Ayodhya, and that's by the way, the Deepavali, the festival of lights in India is the victorious return of Ramachandra to this day. It's like Christmas in India. Sometimes Ramachandra in disguise moves in the city to see how the citizens are faring. He's responsible for everyone's welfare and happiness. Right? And it's overheard. One man says, in consideration that Sita was in the house of Ravan for a year, that your wife would be in the house of not just another man, but a super asura, demon, for 1 year, and then return. And he said, oh, that henpecked Ramachandra, maybe he'll take his wife back. I wouldn't do something like that, but maybe he would. I'm not that kind of man. That's beneath me, but apparently not beneath him. So Guru Maharaj observed in answering questions with this regard that he said, Ramachandra's promise is good government even for the worst citizen. He said, just like in a family, you might have a wayward child, a bad kid, a wicked child. They still warrant love and affection from the parents. And so here, really, Sita is 10% pure. We know that. Right? In the Agni Purana, how Agni Dev carries her through the fire when they went to test her purity. And we're told about the Maya Sita, what Ramachandra, why do I keep saying that? Ravan, the Sita that Ravan took is a Maya Sita, shadow representation, an illusory representation of Sita Devi. Right? As Guru Maharaj said, she's pure Chinmoy of the highest order. He cannot see her with his eyes, what to speak of touch her divine form. So we know when Mahaprabhu was touring South India, that he met one Ram Bhakta who was very distraught. He would meditate on Ram and Lakshman and the forest, collecting the ingredients for lunch, and this was his internal bhajan. But one day he's very sad and beside himself, fasting, and Mahaprabhu asked, what is your difficulty? And he said, I can't bear to conceive that Ravan would touch the divine Sita, kidnap. I cannot digest that. It makes me so sad. It pains my heart. How is that possible? Then Mahaprabhu showed him, where is it? I think, or Kurma Purana. Maybe it was Kurma Purana, yes, about Agni, right. So he had found a page taken from, and showed him that it is actually a Maya Sita, an illusory representation of Sita and not Sita Devi herself. But still, this is very inside information. The people in general, they do not know all these things. So Ramachandra, although he is above the law, the constraints of his pastimes, are Rajniti, means the, how do you say, the principles by which you govern and the laws by which you govern. So he wants to show, if a citizen, I'm responsible for every citizen's welfare and happiness and peace of mind, if they think I who am the enforcer of the law, right, uphold this law and enforce this law, if they think that I am a criminal or to blame, then I shall suffer some punishment. I have two choices: either give up the kingdom as being unfit to rule, or enacting some sort of punishment. So although apparently it appears that he is cruel to Sita, really it is the most painful thing for him to do, to banish Sita, and while she is pregnant with twins. And we know she goes to live in the ashram of Valmiki. So it's heartbreaking. When you read this, it appears that everything's wonderful now, they're going to live happily ever after in Ayodhya, and now this happens, and unthinkable of unthinkable things, Sita has been banished. And I remember when I was first reading, I had to just put the book down and search for some way to console myself. I said, I really do not understand these pastimes. Right? But they're meant to, they're heartbreaking, but in the sense of vidite hridaya granti chidyante sarva samshaya. Lust has a stranglehold on the heart, and those bonds are broken by hearing this type of Hari Katha, Krishna Katha, Ram Katha. Gets a hold of the heart, the deep heart's core, and takes it to a wonderful place. So, it is time for Ramachandra to perform an Ashwamedha Yajna, and for that you need a wife, and your wife needs to be by your side. So he's informed that he shall have to remarry, take another wife. And he declines. And so a compromise is brought. They say, all right, he won't take another wife. So they make a golden murti of Sita to be at his left side so he can perform this yajna. And it's also worth noting that, and it was done more than once, so there were a plurality of yajna sitas. But to give us a hint of the beauty of Ramachandra, so beautiful he is. Remember, Krishna is beauty personified, and Ramachandra is an avatar of Krishna. So although not fully expressed there in all of its sweetness, still inconceivably beautiful. Ramachandra is so beautiful as to, bring the yajna sitas to life. They become animate and are enamored by the seductive charm, sweetness, and beauty of Ramachandra, and are filled with amorous feelings. And even though there's murtis of Sita, right, Ramachandra tells them that that will not be possible in this lifetime. Ek patni Sita. He has one wife, and that is Sita. But when I appear as Krishna, Rasaraj Krishna, then at that time, your heart's inner desires will be fulfilled. So it's mentioned that the Yagyasitas, the Dandakaranya Rishis, the Veda Stutis, that Gopi Bhav, Gopi Deha, and the heart of Gopi, mood, mentality of Gopi, form of Gopi, and enter the Rasalila pastimes of Krishna. But so still Ramachandra, ever faithful to Sita. So while Sita is in Valmiki's ashram, she gets some news of the coming Ashwamedha Yajna, and she can understand that he will have to take another wife to execute that sacrifice. But when she hears that he would not take another wife, rather made a golden murti of Sita to sit by his side, then she thought, her heart was very satisfied, and she said, I haven't been banished from his heart. He's ever faithful to me. So she was very happy. And of course, ultimately, they're reunited, and Ramachandra, along with the kingdom of Ayodhya, enter the apricot plain. So as Rupa Goswami wrote to Sanatana Goswami, Yadu pate kwagata maturapuri, ragu pate kwagato tarakoshala, iti vichantra kurusva manastiram, nasaridam jagadita vadaraya. Where is the Raghu Vangsha of Ramachandra? Gone. Banished from this world. Where is the Yadu Vangsha of Krishna? Banished from this world. Prakat, aprakat. Enter the unmanifest plane. So then what to speak of this world? If these two eternal kingdoms and the associated pastimes, they withdrawn from this plane, then ultimately this plane itself will be withdrawn. Hare Krishna. So, any question?
Well, there is a short question, but
yeah.
Is there still a chance in this age of quarrel to witness a reign of rulers akin to Lord Ramachandra, who is the epitome of truthfulness, justice, and compassion?
No. The short answer is no. So, after the disappearance of Krishna, Krishna swa damo bhagate dharma gyani dibiksaha kalo nashta dishamesha puranarko dunoditaha. Saying, now that Krishna has withdrawn, as we just said, Yadu pate swagato Yadu pate swagata maturapuri, withdrawn from this plane, then, and we're plunged into the darkness of the Kali Yuga. How shall we get light, illumination, or direction? Saying, this Bhagavad Purana has risen like a brilliant sun. And you can say like an 18,000 rayed sun, 18,000 slokas, sun rays, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur, under the direction of Swarup Damodar, collected 1,000. So saying, through this Bhagavad Purana, you'll get direction. And what does the Bhagavad Purana say? Prainal payushak shabya kalavasmin juge janaha mandak samanda matayo manda bhagya hupadita. In this age, prainalpa ayush. That alpa ayush means short life duration. Kriteya jayatom Vishnu, dwarpare paricharjayam, tretayam yajatomakai, dwarpare paricharjayam kalo tadhari kirtanat. In the Treta Yuga, dhyayatom Vishnu, meditation upon Vishnu. What are we told was the average life duration then? 100,000 years. That type of Vishwamitra Muni is 60,000 years of meditation till opened his eyes and saw the ankles of Menaka and fell down from his yoga practice. That's yoga. 60,000 years. 100,000 years life duration. Due to the influence of time and the degradation of all things, Dwapara Yuga, normally, it really should be Dwapara, but then in this reversal, because Swayam Bhagavan Krishna appearing, Treta comes second instead of third. And when Tretayam Yajato Makai, in Treta Yuga, yagya, sacrifice, the chanting of mantra by qualified persons, and the sacrificial fire, life duration reduced to 10,000 years. Right? Then Dwapara Yuga, Dwapare Paricharjayam, temple worship, massive temples, elaborate puja, human life duration reduced to 1,000 years. Right? Then Kali Yuga, maximum 100 and on the decline. Mandak Sumandamati, always disturbed, distracted, right? As if to prophesy the internet. Right? At every moment distracted. And distracted by what? I've said many times. Humanistic sloganeering, advertising in the form of humanistic slogans. Right? And very next to little or no interest in genuine spiritual culture. Right? Manda Bhagya. This is how unfortunate the people who are in this age. So, but in Kali Yuga, so 100 years and on the decline, short attention span. What is the acronym for ADD, attention deficit disorder, right? So always disturbed, always distracted. Where they go, the shopping mall, what one person called the cathedrals of consumerism. That's the only cathedral, the cathedral of consumerism. But now you don't even have to leave your house. Well, now you can't. But you can order online. Because the internet is the promise of what? Access and acquisition of all things at all times for everyone. Right? So you can endlessly distract yourself in this way. And say, but so then what is prescribed for the Kali Yuga? Saying the same thing you achieved in Satya Yuga with 100,000 years of meditation, that you achieve through mantram and yogic sacrifice in the Treta Yuga, and by the elaborate temple worship, the Dwapara Yuga, you'll achieve the same and a better result than that. Kalotat Hari Kirtanat, by engaging in Nam Sankirtan. Right? And what are other descriptions, observations of the Kali Yuga? Kaler Doshini De Rajan, Asti Heko Mahagunaha. Who is it? Karabajan Rishi, and naming he says, Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults. What's wrong with this? It's oceanic in magnitude, the flaws of Kali Yuga. That's dosh means fault, nidhe, an ocean of faults. Not just a few things that are a little bit off. An ocean of faults, an ocean of inauspiciousness. Kaler doshini de rajan asti heko mahagunaha. But there's one overriding, one good quality that cancels all the inauspiciousness. Kirtanat eva krishnasya. That through, again, kirtan, Hari Kirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chanting this, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar, descended in the form of His holy name in the Kali Yuga. Through this, what? Mukta Sangha Parambrajate. You'll be liberated or freed from all negative influence, and not only that, but give an entrance into the positive service domain. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama Eva Kevalam. And we're told in the Kali, this is the only way. Okay. And why 3 times? Not by karma, not by yoga, not by gyan. Eva Kevalam, Kalo, and Kali Yuga, Nasteva. There's no other way. Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. Again, 3 times emphatically. Gatiranyata. There's no other way than this to achieve life's ultimate goal. And we mentioned the Bhagavad Purana, right? The 18,000 rayed son of Srimad Bhagavatam, the book personification of Krishna, of which the Nirmat Saranam Sadam, the secret is to Krishna conception is to glorify and serve his devotees. Yadamiyam mahima sri bhagavatam katayam pratipadam anubhutam apyalabdavideya tarakila rasamurti shamalila avalambam madhura rasadi sri radha parapadmam prapadye. Guru Maharaj, after Bhaktivinoda's 1,000, Guru Maharaj contemplated maybe 300. And then he has a pranam to Gadadhar Pandit to indicate his selection criteria, pranam to Veda Vyas, and this one to Srimati Radharani herself, in which he says, although ostensibly her name is not mentioned in the pages of the Bhagavatam, every sloka at every step of the way is meant to take us in the direction of the service of her holy lotus feet. Sri Radha Padapadmam Prapadye, Shamalila Avalambam, the sweetest Madhura Rasa pastimes of Krishna are solely, wholly, utterly dependent upon her. So Krishna conception proper means through her, Hare Krishna. So and Nirmat Saranam Satam from the beginning told, as Guru Maharaj said, if you have any sense at all, you can accept that Krishna is supreme and understand that. But if you want to go deeper, not have a remote Krishna conception, but something deeper, then you have to appreciate the devotee of Krishna. Just as from the greatest distance, Everest is visible. But focusing on Everest, as you make your approach to Everest, the proof positive that you're going in the right direction is that you will come in connection with the subordinate surrounding peaks of Everest. So the proof positive that we're going in the right direction in Krishna conception is measured and observed by expressed appreciation and service for the devotees of Krishna. That's the hallmark of Madhyamadikar, right? The flaw, if you will, of the Kanishta Adhikar is not to be able to understand the devotee is as worshipable as Krishna. Tasmai deyam tato grajam sa pujo cha yatamaham. Krishna says, the worship of my devotee, whatever you can give to them, they're equally as worshipable as I am. Mad bhakta puja abhyadika. In the Uddhava Gita is saying, the worship of my devotee takes precedence over my worship. Right? And now we're beginning to understand. And if we get more specific about devotee, then it says, he can also be saying, the worship of my beloved is superior to worshiping me directly. Govinda balabhe radhe parteye tvamahang sada. If we really want a connection with Govinda, then Govinda balava radhe parteye tvamahang sada. Radhe vrindavanadishe korunamrita bahini. And she's so merciful. You know, the divine flow the nectarine service of her holy lotus feet in service to Krishna. She is bringing, she is Krishnamoyi. No one is more capable of giving Krishna than her. She gives Krishna fully. Swayam Bhagavan, Krishna, is at the right hand of Radharani. Right? She's distributing Krishna. So that book, which takes us up to the point of understanding the service of her holy lotus feet, bring you in the deepest connection with Krishna, Rasaraj Mahabhav. And how have these things become known in this world? Rasaraj Mahabhav Duyakarup, when they combined as one and Sri Chaitanya avatar. Right? So that very Bhagavatam, how does it conclude? Favorite sloka sung by Srila Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Samanas Tannamami Harim Puram. If, as we've heard, Guru Maharaj quoting in his talk from long ago, that through lies, deceit, dishonesty, that the ether is polluted and subsequently the air, water, leading to disease conditions, including epidemics and now the pandemic, that there's some subtle source behind all this, which is sound pollution, which means vibrating untruth, as opposed to the supreme truth. Right? Anavriti Shabdat, Anavriti Shabdat. Vedanta says you'll be liberated by sound. Nama Sankirtan Kalo Parama Upai. Then sound is the cure, divine sound, supreme sound. Right? Nama Sankirtan. And somehow we've come to the holy lotus feet of Srimati Radharani in this talk, and it would be worthwhile to remember her statement and the Brahma Gita, where she says, Yadanucharita lila karna piyusha viprut sakreda dvandva viduta dvandva dharma vinashta sapadi griha kutumbam dinam utsrija bahuva ivang bhikkhu charjam charanti. Bahu vihanga bhikshu. Yeah. She's saying that Yad anucharti lila karna piyusha viprut. Piyush means nectar. She's saying if one drop of the nectar of hearing about Krishna enters your heart through the medium of divine sound, it goes to your heart. He said, then your life is ruined. It's destroyed. What does that mean? It means your material life is destroyed. Your spiritual life becomes revealed and manifest. And Guru Maharaj said, just like the thieves who want to enter a safe and they put a drop of some kind of acid or chemical and it burns a hole through the metal, and then the safe opens and the treasure comes out. It's like that. A pure drop of hearing Hari Katha, Krishna Katha, has such power as to unleash the wealth of the soul, the wealth of our hearts, right? And finish with this material existence. But Radharani is saying this as if it's a complaint in her man, her divine loving anger, and saying, and then, so not only is your life ruined, then he says, and when you leave your home, give up the world, and are homeless like the birds. We see them, they fly every day, here and there, they get a little something. And what do our charges say? What is that bird you become like? Hangsa, Paramahangsa, Swan, Supreme Swan, the highest Paramahansa is the highest stage of spiritual realization. We're able to extract spiritual substance anywhere and anywhere and everywhere and under all circumstances. Right. A drop of Krishna Katha, hearing about Krishna, has such potency. So Srila Saraswati Thakur, at the time of giving Harinam, told one man who had been a spy during wartime, so he thought of a military example to give at the time. And he's quoting the sloka from the Bhagavatam, Pravishta Karna Randrana Swanam Bhavam Saroruham Dunoti Shamalam Krishna Shalilasya Yatasharat. Saying, Pravishta Karna Randrana means Krishna conception should be allowed to enter through the ear and go into the heart, into the deep heart's core. Right? And so he said, like the Navy carries the army to the shore, then the army gets off those boats onto the shore, and what do they do? They always send one man running ahead who plants the flag. Right? And then they gradually gain ground, right? And move their flag forward until at last they claim the entire area. Saying like that. So Krishna conception, the flag of Krishna conception should be allowed to land in our deep heart's core. And then it will spread its influence and at last claim the entire heart as its possession. As Srila Guru Maharaj said, Krishna does not tolerate any lien holders. So he declares the whole heart is his alone. And we pray for that day. Kabe habe bolo seidin amar. When that day will come to us. We have the faith and the power of the holy name and the agents of the distribution of the holy name. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, and Vaishnava. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam, all pop finished. Pranamo Dukkha Samanas, Tannamami Harim Param. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Guru, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivraja Kacharya Satara Sata Sri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Sabarikar Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Jiu Ki Jai. Sri Sita Ram Ki Jai, Sri Ramachandra Avirbhav Mahamahotsavatiti Ki Jai, Sri Lakshman Ki Jai, Sri Hanumanji Ki Jai, Ayodhidam Ki Jai, Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Go Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Navadip Dham Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, Sri Gupta Govardhan Ki Jai, Ganga Devi Jamuna Devi Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mata Charja Brinda Ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Vimalavadut Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Sri Bhakti Lalita Devi Dasi Ki Jai, Seva Vrinda Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai, Sri Ramachandra Avirbhav Mahamahotsavati Ki Jai, Nitai Go Premanande. Hare Krishna.
Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. And our Dandavas Maharaj. Anusha Devi, Dandavas Maharaj, I'm trying to catch the Krishna consciousness virus from here in Iowa. It's the state in the United States.
Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
IOWA?
Right.
That's Iowa.
Iowa.
Like I owe $1 to you. Iowa.
Iowa. your reach is far. Kaushalendra Prabhu, Lakhta, Vijay Krishna Prabhu, London.
Dandavad.
Dhananjaya Das, my Dandavats to my Gurudev and all devotees. Kshama Buddhi,
Very good.
sends his Dandavats.
Kamanachan to Vijay Krishna. Right?
Dhananjaya Das, Dandavat from Siberia. Gaur Shakti Dasa, Adelaide, Australia. Nityananda Ram Prabhu. Ophir B. Yavitz, Pranam. Suchitra Dandavat. Contreras, greetings from Mexico, Harry Ball. Jesus, maybe.
Jesus.
Jesus. Leela Sundar Prabhu, Kiev. Kshama Buddhi. I come to Goswami for this Amrita Katha talk of immortality.
Hare Krishna.
Self-savior, that's the nickname. Dandavat Pranam, Maharaj just said something about the Dwarpa should be coming before Treta Yuga.
Yeah.
That's the...
Dwa.
Yeah.
Think, I mean, it's like Russian, right?
Right.
So you have Satya, Dwa, Dwarpara, Tre, 3, Treta, and then Kali. But we're told, in this particular, you know, in the, what is it? And of the 14th, 7th Manu, so, what is it, 14th?
72nd.
Yeah. And the 27th cycle, like that, the 14th month, right, 7th month, you know, whatever it is, like that, and this, there will be an overlapping. So instead of Dwarpara coming second and Treta third, they will reverse positions, and it'll be Satya, Dwarpara, Treta, Kali. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna will come in Dwarpa, followed by Swayam Bhagavan Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Kali Yuga.
Rajeshwari Didi, Ivoti, Brazil, and William Parks, Dandavats from Ukraine. Birchandra Das, Birchandra Das. Amerikansky. And Madhu Chandra Didi.
That Virachandra.
Ukrainsky. So that's all for today.
Hare Krishna. Jai Vancha Kalpatribhascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha.